This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Marking Memorial Day, this story and more next. Good evening and thanks for joining us at SSPTV News. I'm Ken Kara and we're coming at you in crystal clear HD on Service Electric Cablevision Channel 513 and in SD on Channel 13. And never miss a story by subscribing to the SSPTV YouTube channel. And now your headlines from SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. One community in our area is mourning the loss of their police chief. Rush Township Police Chief Joseph Lipset passed away on Saturday. The chief had retired from the Pennsylvania State Police, where he served as criminal investigator. He had also served as a Schuylkill County detective and Schuylkill County coroner. Chief Lipset was 65 years old. You can read more about his career in law enforcement in today's Standard Speaker and at standardspeaker.com. State police in Frackville are investigating a case of animal cruelty in Schuylkill County. Hikers found a deceased dog in a wooded area at the end of Thomaston Road in Heckslerville in Cass Township. The dog was a young adult pit bull, brindle in color with a white chest. According to troopers, the dog was found in a cage that was intentionally placed in a hole in the ground and covered with boards from a nearby abandoned home that had collapsed. State police say that the dog likely died from starvation and what appears to be an intentional torturing of the animal. Anyone with information is urged to contact Corporal Walters at the State Police Frackville Barracks at 570-874-5300. The Hazleton Police Department has two new additions to the force, the two motorcycles. The new vehicles were utilized for the first time during Memorial Day parades in the area. The two Harley-Davidson Electra Glide motorcycles were purchased with donated funds. Chief Jerry Speziale says they will be used in traffic enforcement, high visibility patrols, and special details like parades. A local bus trip is being planned for next weekend to protest an art exhibit that many Catholics are calling sacrilegious. Lisa Sugart explains.
A group from our area is taking a bus trip to New York City, and it's all to protest an exhibit. Here to tell us about it and how you can take part in this free bus trip is Walter Camier. He is a representative with Tradition Family Property. That is TFP, and it is a worldwide organization, but also in our area as well. Walter, thank you so much for being here. Tell us about the exhibit and why the organization and many people are against it.
Yes, on May 7th, there was a gala at the Metropolitan Museum of Art where the sacred vestments and relics of the church were sent by Rome for a display that was going to take place there. Unfortunately, a very horrible, immoral display of a lot of these sacred things was used by actors and actresses, and almost like a mockery of the Catholic faith and these sacred items. And it was like a mix of trying to mix good and evil, immoral with moral. Kim Kardashian was there, and Katy Perry. Rihanna was there with a cardinal hat that she had, from what I remember, she had borrowed it from Cardinal Dolan. But as faithful Catholics, we decided to get a bus trip to pay reparation, public reparation, to Our Lady and our Lord for the sacrilege that was committed there, and this continuing display that's going to be there for 5 months until October. It's a horrible display, and so we are going to do our reparation of prayer and song to Our Lady and our Lord to let them know that the church militant is still alive, and when we see error in the church, we are going to renounce it. So we have a free bus leaving from the Lowe's parking lot
West Hazleton.
In West Hazleton at 8:45. We're going to board the bus at 9 o'clock. We will leave. We will go into New York City. We will get dropped off right in front of the Met. All I tell people to do is pack a little lunch and some fluids. There are bathrooms on the bus. And then we're going to do an hour of reparation, and then by 1:15 we'll be back on the buses, picked up right there. We don't have to walk anywhere in New York. And then taken back to West Hazleton to be dropped off. We should be back in the area about 3:30. But we're asking Catholics if they would want to be involved, because we cannot continue to allow these things to happen where nobody says anything. We're taking a stand and we're saying no. We're ending this. And we've been involved with many of these campaigns over the years in New York City. One was a play against the Blessed Mother. I won't even go into that. It was so immoral. And we protested in front of that in New York City, and the play was done in 4 days. They discontinued it. So these things do work. So
People who want to go on this free bus trip, though, they have to call to reserve a seat. So you want them to call you?
yes, that would be fine because I'm making the list up. If they would let me know before Friday or on Friday, because I have to determine how many buses we need. So you could call Walter at 570-582-6932. And I just wanted to remind Catholics that there is the church triumphant in heaven, there's the church suffering in purgatory, and we are the church militant on earth. That has always been in the church. And we have to defend our faith, and our Lord is expecting us to do that.
Well, thank you so much for coming in and talking with us about this.
thank you
Again,
for
the
having
free bus trip is happening on Saturday, June 9th, leaving from Lowe's at 8:45 a.m. in the morning. You can call Walter to reserve your seat on the bus, and that is 570-582-6932. Reserve your seat. They should be back by around 3:30 in the afternoon if you would like to take part in what they will be doing as part of their reparation at the Met.
Thanks, Lisa. In other news, many communities in our area hosted parades and ceremonies yesterday to commemorate Memorial Day. This was the scene yesterday morning in the borough of Cunningham as people lined the streets for the annual parade. The parade featured local veterans, police, fire, and emergency responders, vehicles from the preservers of the past, local youth and civic organizations, and more also participated. Parade goers then made their way to the grounds of the borough's municipal building for the annual patriotic program to honor those who paid the ultimate price in service to our country. And tonight, another chance to win tickets to the Carnival. Powers and Thomas Entertainment and the Laurel Mall present the Spring Fling Outside Carnival now through June 3rd. This is the 6th of 10 nights where you can enter to win a family 4-pack of wristbands for the Carnival. It's a $100 value. Call us now, 570-459-9813, extension 108. We need your full name, the town you live in, and phone number. We'll draw one lucky name at random from tonight's entries. And remember, you can only win once every 30 days on SSPTV. Coming up next, Kent Jackson makes us feel better about the recent rain in his outdoor exploring segment, and later how the District 11 AAA baseball title was won by the North Schuylkill Spartans. This is SSPTV News, your place for 24 hours of your hometown news and information.
This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
When I mowed my lawn, I skipped a few places, and not just out of laziness. The repeated rains of the past few weeks raised violets and other mayflowers, so I wanted a few clumps of them to stay around. Mowing less yard less often invites flowers to grow and bees, rabbits, and birds to visit. According to Tammy Colt, she's a wildlife diversity biologist with the Pennsylvania Game Commission. I listened to Colt's webcast to gather ideas on how to attract wildlife to my yard. With more of earth covered by buildings, concrete, and blacktop, nature's creatures have to scout harder to find places to thrive. We can help, even if our space is cramped. A few potted plants on the front steps, a planter in the window might support a pollinator and brighten our day. For a few years now, I've left flowers unmowed in May. First, because my wife loved how they looked. She put wildflowers in her hair for our wedding day. And over the years, the patches of white and purple have spread on a larger part of the yard, which pleases not only us, but the bees and butterflies. Those insects face various threats from pesticides and other changes that humans have made. And now that it's planting time, we can help the monarch butterflies by sowing some milkweed seeds. Monarchs only eat milkweed, so our yards could become a stop on the monarch's migration if we have the milkweed in them. Colt suggests finding different plants of different colors. Hummingbirds, for example, like red blooms, and they're a treat to see if you can get one to hover in your yard. Look too for plants that bloom in different parts of the summer or keep their berries into fall. That way wildlife will have food for a longer period. Sandy Vizentainer, a Penn State master gardener, recommends winter berries, which, as their name implies, keep their fruit into the coldest season. Colt likes sunflowers. Van Gogh planted them to brighten his rooms, and they do the same for our yard. They're easy to grow, and the birds feast on their seeds. Diane Madel, an environmental educator at Penn State at Nescopec State Park, selects plants that are native to the region. They're the plants that the wildlife evolved eating and using for shelter. And we can provide shelter too, as well as water with bird baths and other devices we put in our yards. For me, I've started a brush pile, which to their credit, my neighbors tolerate, thankfully. But creatures are resourceful. When I stopped this morning to take a photo of the flowers that my lawnmower left behind, a chipmunk peeked its head out of a hole behind my porch steps.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
Nice day in downtown Hazleton, but it looks like there's some rain on the way. Here's our forecast from the National Weather Service tonight. Isolated showers and thunderstorms before 10 p.m. 20% chance of precipitation. It will be partly cloudy with a low of 64 degrees. On Wednesday, a 20% chance of showers after 2 p.m. Mostly cloudy, highs in the lower 70s. At night, up to a 40% chance of showers, mostly cloudy, low of 58 degrees. On Thursday, expect showers, 60% chance, maybe a thunderstorm, cloudy with a high of 71. 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms at night, cloudy, low of 63. Same chance of showers on Friday, mostly cloudy, highs in the upper 70s, and then 50% chance of showers at night, mostly cloudy, low of 62. 40% chance of showers Saturday, mostly cloudy, high of 73, and at night back up to a 50% chance of showers, mostly cloudy, low of 57 degrees.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Valley High Food Drive-In, the area's oldest ice cream and fast food restaurant. Stop by for our ice cream and yogurt, now featuring fat-free, no sugar-added soft frozen yogurt with flavors like vanilla, strawberry, and strawberries and cream. We also have burgers, hot dogs, fries, and much more.
For daily hours, call 570-455-5362.
That's Valley High, Route 93 in West Hazleton, and like us on Facebook.
Welcome back inside Frankie's Pizzeria and Restaurant in downtown Hazleton on Wyoming Street, here with one of the owners, Lauren Sacco. And I mentioned actually previously on one of these segments, I'm only 5'5". We're back at one of the great high top tables. With the size of this pizza, Lauren, you probably barely see me in this shot. It looks so delicious. We're going to talk about this pizza. Let's talk about Frankie's Pizza in general right now, though, because sometimes you eat it and you say, why is this so good? There's a reason. You guys make it very fresh.
Our dough is made fresh every day. Every one of our pizzas, whether they're round or square, are hand stretched and hand tossed. So it's a little bit of a different way that some people are used to. There's a whole procedure that goes into making dough. Certain temperature of water, certain temperature of the yeast, certain temperature of actually the humidity actually in the kitchen can throw you on or off. So it's a very detailed project. It's not as easy as just throw it in the bowl, mix it up, pan it up, and you're ready in 20 minutes.
Have you ever had a frozen pizza from like the grocery store? Do you get thrown out of the Vito family, or I mean?
We do.
Okay.
My husband cheats. We use that as a snack. But I'm known for bringing home a box of cold pizza, and that pretty much doesn't last too long either.
And that's it. So here today we have the Thick Tavern steak eggplant roasted pepper with balsamic glaze. Lauren, I said it sounds like a lot is going on here. How did this get created?
Honestly, we're always playing with different things here, and in my honest opinion, I would put our tavern pizza up against any pizza anywhere, because the combination of the sauce, the cheese, and the dough, in my opinion, is phenomenal. So we sell a lot of tavern pizzas with steak and peppers and extra cheese on top. So we were experimenting the one night and I was like, ooh, balsamic looks funky. Ooh, roasted peppers just came out. How about fresh eggplant? And we baked it and we tasted it and we were just like, oh, why haven't we been doing this forever? So you could get any topping on any type of pizza you want. I have people that'll do a tavern pizza, half sausage, half bacon. I'll have some that'll do buffalo chicken. I mean, whatever you think of, if I have it here, we'll do it for you.
I'm gonna give this a try, and as I'm cutting off a slice here, you said you did have some failed attempts. I mean, so anytime you try things, sometimes you fail. So
There's always failure.
There was one we discussed.
Yes, on a shell just like this, we did ground beef Asian slaw and the sweet Thai chili glaze that goes over our sweet Thai shrimp salad. And it is phenomenal on a salad, but it was not any good on thick pizza dough.
But would you do it for somebody if they called in
If
and
they
they were
called
like,
and they
I want to
wanted
try
it.
that failed, you do
Your
it?
failed attempt, yes.
really cool.
But we mix and match a lot of different flavors here, and at the end of the day, if it wouldn't pass our taste test,
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
not
being
on.
passed on to someone else.
I'm gonna give this a try. Usually I like the thin pizza with, and I don't know the balsamic and that, but here we go, Lauren. I'm gonna take a big bite to get the whole
Give a whole flavor.
combination. It's a star.
That's one thing I would
something to be
miss
so proud of. The
when
dough
I'd
is-
be out of town, just to eat the dough. And we do a lot of fried dough with sugar, the old-fashioned way, like
Just
you would
like
find
this
at the
with,
MPV picnic, but you only get it once a year. So you can come in here and we would take this exact same dough and fry it down with sugar. And
When do you
it's
do
like,
that?
Anytime. You can
Oh,
get it
really?
any day of the week.
So I could finish this off with more of your dough.
With more
and like
dough.
as a dessert, but with
Yes.
fried dough. Yeah, and I'll tell you what, I'm usually not a huge fan of balsamic, but it needs it to add that extra
Now this is a
flavor
glaze,
too.
not a dressing.
Okay, so
so the
it's a little
glaze
bit-
is a little bit sweeter. It's not as like kicking potent. Sometimes you bite into balsamic and it's like
Yeah.
takes you back a little bit. This is a glaze, so it's much sweeter and smoother.
Unreal. We're going to talk more about pizza, more about their menu here at Frankie's in the coming weeks. Thank you, Lauren. And shout out to the gentleman who made that pizza. He made 2 that day, and they were works of art. They didn't only taste good, they looked very nice. Here's your midday winning lottery numbers on SSP TV News. When we come back, we have district baseball highlights for you. North Schuylkill wins a district championship, plus a scoreboard will recap what happened at the PIAA State Track and Field Championships.
Time now for sports on SSPTV News.
The North Schuylkill baseball team won the 2018 District 11 AAA Championship on Saturday at Coca-Cola Park in Allentown. The Spartans don't have a senior on their roster, but they looked like a veteran team playing on a big field in a big-time game against Schuylkill League rival Pine Grove. North Schuylkill's plan for their third and decisive bout with Pine Grove this season came together not too long before the first pitch at Coca-Cola Park.
I can't give enough credit to Jake Green. He didn't really know he was pitching until about a half hour before the game, so all the credit to him.
Was there a reason for that, or just kind of like you're making decisions?
To be honest,
or?
I think it was our best defense on the field, and playing in a park like this that's a lot bigger, I just wanted our best defense on the field, and plus he throws strikes.
We'll get to that defense, but let's start talking about starting pitcher Jake Green. It was 3 weeks since his last appearance on the mound, and in both the first and second innings, Pine Grove threatened by putting 2 runners on base, and both times Green escaped trouble.
So you get to start in the district title game, and it's been a few weeks, and all of a sudden there's runners on base. I mean,
Yeah.
what are you thinking? How are you feeling then? I mean, what's your mindset?
The same way I felt just during a regular season game. You know, I can't panic. I just got to relax and play my game.
How much does that mental state really help? Because you made some big outs.
It helped a lot, especially when I had to count 3-0 and I had to throw 3 strikes to either get the out or strike the batter out. So.
Green ended the first and the second innings by getting batters to fly out. Then in the bottom of the second, Dylan Dietz led off with a single, and Green sent this pitch to the top of the fence in right field to give the Spartans the lead and him all the run support he would need. Jaden Leiby drove in Green with a double. In the top of the third, the Spartans' defensive plan started working perfectly. Brandon Rockwell made this diving catch in the outfield for the first out.
I mean, it's a big outfield, so it's more, you got to judge the ball a lot differently. Got to make plays. You got to get dirty. Run every ball off like you do in a normal field. Like I said, just taking a lot more ground. It's a lot much harder, but you just got to do what you got to do.
Then Josh Stankiewicz showed his range at shortstop for out number 2.
When someone makes a big play, you know, you just want to be the next guy to make a play. You know what I mean? So, you know, I just give everything I got when I'm playing shortstop.
Take me through that play, if you remember it. I mean, seeing the hop.
Well, you know, this infield, it's very nice infield. The ball just goes really fast. So at our field, I probably would have had time to like square up with it, but that one, it just came so fast, I had to kind of like slide and reach my glove out, and luckily I got it.
Green got the next batter swinging, and the Spartans had their big shutdown inning. Michael Little added a sac fly in the 5th, and Green hit another double to make the score 4-0 in the 6th. Pine Grove threatened in the top of the 7th by getting 2 on with 1 out, but Rockwell, who came in to pitch that inning, got a ground out and a strikeout to secure the championship. The plan worked, and before you knew it, the District 11 trophy was being handed to Brandon Harris.
Brandon Harris, he's been our manager for the last 3 years. He's he's the heart and soul of our team. Honestly, and I say this all the time anytime I'm asked about him, he lives every ground ball, every fly ball, every at-bat like it's his own.
It was all smiles for the Spartans post-game, and it didn't seem like they wanted to leave the beautiful setting of a minor league ballpark in Allentown. But there's business to take care of.
You know, with our bats, we could win any game. We could win the state championship, I feel like.
Look out, PA, for the AAA District 11 champs. And we'll get to the state track and field championships on the SSPTV standard speaker scoreboard, but let's finish up our baseball coverage. Frank DeGaetano pitched a strong game and drove in a run for the Hazleton area baseball team in the 6A District 2/4 sub-regional championship. Hazleton lost to Williamsport, and they will play West Scranton on Friday for the District 2 title. Schuylkill Haven beat Marion 5-0 to win the District 11 AA championship, and 2 Marion girls took home state medals from the state AA championship track and field meet. Tina Caparel, who won state gold in cross country in the fall, won silver in the 1600-meter run and got a medal for an 8th place finish in the 800. Emma McClafferty finished 6th in the discus and got a nice medal for her effort. She had a career best 125 feet 10 inches on her medal-winning throw. Tamaulipa's Khalid Holland got on the medal stand with an 8th place finish in the AA pole vault, and at AAA, Hazleton area's Joe Grula ended his high school career with a medal and an 8th place finish in the javelin competition. Grula will compete in the event next year at Brown University, and Marion's Caparel will run at the University of Delaware. The Rail Riders lost on Memorial Day while the Cubs beat the Pirates, and that, my friends, is sports for Tuesday.
Good evening, everyone. Here's today's talk of the town. The Tamaqua Public Library will be having a book sale from now until Saturday, June 9th, with books being only 10 cents. For more information, you can call the Tamaqua Public Library at 570-668-4660. And the American Red Cross will be having a blood drive at the Hazleton Chapter House of the American Red Cross on June 4th from 8:30 a.m. until 12:30 p.m. To register, you can call 1-800-RED-CROSS or go to redcrossblood.org. And that's today's Talk of the Town. SSPTV News would like to send our sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Joan A. Kuberate of Hazleton. Mass is Thursday at 11 a.m. at St. Peter's Episcopal Church in Hazleton. The Joseph A. Moran Funeral Home in Hazleton is in charge of arrangements. Irene A. Palco of Hazleton. The Frank J. Bonnet Funeral Home in Hazleton will announce the arrangements. William Pat Shanahan III of Sugarloaf Township. Mass is Thursday at 11 a.m. at Sacred Heart Roman Catholic Church in Weston. Friends may call Thursday from 9 to 10:30 a.m. at the Harmon Funeral Home in Rock Glen. And Bob C. Smith of Freeland. A memorial service will be held Wednesday from 6 to 7 p.m. at the McNulty Funeral Home in Freeland. Attention pay-per-view subscribers! If you see your name now on SSPTV News, you can call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Today's winner is William Buggy of Hazleton. Call now and leave a message at 570-455-7267 extension 104 for your free movie.
The MMI baseball team is playing for a District 2 title this evening. We're trying to get to that game so we can have some highlights for you tomorrow. I believe the North Schuylkill softball team also playing for a district championship this evening. We'll update you all tomorrow here on SSPTV News. And remember, we have a few more nights left for you to call in and try and win tickets to the Spring Fling Outside Carnival at the Laurel Mall. Passed by there on Friday and it was packed. People having a good time. That's it for tonight, though. I'll see you tomorrow. Take it easy, everyone.
Watch us online anytime at ssptv.com and follow us on Facebook and Twitter.